Hello, I'm Mary V. Today, let's talk about some habits that we may have on the violin. One terrible habit that I used to have was beating time with my violin all the time. I didn't even really know I was doing it until a colleague turned round to me in exasperation and said, Mary, we just stop beating time with the violin all the time. And I turned around, what? But in fact, they did me a tremendous favor because when I stopped beating time all the time, um, they gave my bow a landing spot. It was a much better landing spot for my bow, and my bowing really, really improved because the violin had been moving around all the time. And, to have the violin absolutely still like that gives you a much better chance to do much better bowing, right? So that was something that crept up on me. And the other thing that happened was that losing that habit opened the door to feeling and appreciating the music in a much better and different way, rather than just the time. Just the time. That was possibly what I was focused on. I was feeling everything through the beat. And of course, there's so much more. There was at the time, but that's what I was expressing. I was expressing it like this. And it's incredibly annoying for your colleagues, really. So lucky, great, I got rid of that one. And there are so many others that can really creep up on you. Luckily, I'm not a sniffer, but I have met people that sniff all the time in the breaks, something like this, like that. And, during recordings, they're going apoplectic because they have to um, stop what they're doing. They can't really play. The question to ask yourself is, do I have habits that if I try to play without them, I can't play? That's when you need to really have a look at it. Um, for example, swaying from side to side all the time is another one. Um, etc. Now, if you're doing a recital or you're in an orchestra and you're swaying from side to side, it really gets in the way of the other players. You'll hit stands and everything. And the audience, it's kind of off-putting actually because it's so repetitive. Just like my thing is very repetitive and it's not great to look at, it's not great to watch. But what about showmanship aspects? There's a lot of incredible playing like this electric violin stuff, and it's all very um, showmanship and rather exaggerated, really. But if you've got into habits of moving around a lot during your playing and you try to play without it, and you see what your playing is like without all these extraneous movements, and you find you can't play, well, do something about it, because if you're recording and your violin's moving around a lot, the sound is going to be incredibly uneven going into the microphone. So that's really something that will hold you back. So there's all kinds of habits, little ones like never having a pencil at a rehearsal. Uh, that's really annoying for your colleagues. Oh, can I borrow your pencil? Can I borrow your pencil? Stuff like that. Never having your own rosin. These things, they're small things. They're not really stopping you from playing. But my question is, are some of your habits holding you back? So can you do without the habits? What's your playing like without the habits? For example, if you want to play Salut d'amour by Elgar, which is a very romantic piece, and it's full of, it's all about love, isn't it? Um, what what is your expression actually like? Now, if I was to move around a lot because someone told me you could be more demonstrative, right? Well, my answer to that is, will it make me play better? And that's all I really care about, actually, you know? So if it makes me play better, right, okay, do it. So I kind of enjoyed that, actually. But okay, I'm not used to it. You know, it's a bit false for me. But I don't think it made any difference to the music. In fact, it was a bit worse because I was a bit distracted by all these extraneous movements. So it's not a scientific test, let's say that. But I think habits, um, any kind of habit, any noise that you make every time you put your bow down, you know, if you make a noise like that, they have to retake it if they're recording, you know. So you start learning to really uh, be very careful about what you're doing, but also don't lose your expression. That's not what I'm saying. But have a good look at it because an awful lot of these habits can really get in your own way. So good luck with that and have some fun as well, looking at yourself, okay? So let's leave it there. Bye for now.